Welcome, everybody, to our Thursday class led by Candice Wells. I'm going to let Candice introduce herself, her studio, kind of how the class is going to work. So it's going to be a 30-minute class, followed by some immunity building tips that I'm going to be sharing with my friend Megan, just to help you guys stay healthy at home. So Candice, I'm going to pass it on to you.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Candice Wells. I gave you a kind of a cheat sheet page so that I wouldn't catch myself rambling at the beginning. This is the first time I've ever done this via camera, via internet, so bear with me. I'm really nervous. But if you'll keep your cameras on, it should have, I've got a big screen TV right here, and it'll help me be able to offer corrections, modifications, and suggestions. So bear with me while I work through the tech. But we're gonna get started. You should have a yoga mat and some gliders or some towels or paper plates if you're on carpet, because we wanna be able to smoothly glide in and out. Can you still hear me good, Renee? Thumbs up.
You are doing perfect.
Okay.
And just for everybody else, yeah, you're great. Awesome.
Okay. So we're going to get started. We're not going to do a big warm up. We've got 30 minutes. And so we get started with what we call a burpee on the Megaformer, but it's not your general jumping, a lot of impact. You're just going to reach up, reach the arms overhead. You're going to bring the hands into prayer, sit down into a deep squat position, lower the palms to the mat. By the way, your feet should be on gliders. You're going to be lowering the palms to the mat, sending your feet straight back into a plank position. Option to take a deep push up at the bottom. And then as you draw your feet in, bend into the knees, bringing the back into a tabletop position. Lower the feet, take that squat again, reach it up. So that's our burpee. That's what we're going to get started with. That's our warm up. I'm going to start the music. And when the music starts, the timer starts. You're going to be in this burpee for a minute. So let's get started. All right. Let me know if I need to adjust the music, if you can hear me. So take those feet on those gliders, toes on the gliders. Reach those arms up overhead. Let's get that heart rate up. Take a deep squat, sit those hips down and back, palms down. Feet go back. Deep push up and draw those knees in, using those lower abdominals. Getting that heart rate up, make sure you sit those hips down and back, keeping those knees behind those toes. Start to connect with that breath. Inhale as you send those feet back into that plank position. Exhale as you draw those knees back in. Good job, ladies. All right, we're coming to the end of these burpees, and we're just gonna hold that plank and just take a hold for a moment. So give me a few more here, nice and strong. See if you can go a little bit lower in that push-up. See if you can reach those arms a little bit higher. We're gonna hold that plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. Just hold that plank nice and strong right here. Press the palms into the mat. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Drive the energy back through the heels. You're gonna pull that belly button up and in, up away from your floor. You're gonna connect with your breath. We're holding our plank, but not your breath. You're taking deep inhales, feeling those ribs expand out. Exhale as you feel your core wrap and get even tighter. Press back through those heels, stay active in the legs. The more active your muscles are, the easier it is to hold this plank, the stronger you will feel. Breathe through this. You're almost there. We're gonna move into a plank to pike. We're gonna keep those legs nice and straight and just pike those hips up toward the ceiling in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Lift those hips, keeping those legs straight. Inhale back into your plank. Exhale as you lift those hips. inhale back into your plank. Breathe here. This is your final abdominal exercise before we move into our leg work. So keep these nice and strong. Feel the back of the legs warming up. Really pull with those lower abdominals to lift those hips. I've got 2 Shuttleys doing a great job. I see you. I miss you, Allison. Good job. All right, ladies. When we get started with our leg work, we're just gonna take one of those gliders. We're gonna have our right foot on our mat and our left foot on the glider. We're gonna have an elevator lunge. Give me a few more planks and pikes in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, draw those knees and slowly bring yourself up. You're gonna face your mat. You've got your left foot on your glider, your right foot on your mat. Option to bend your knees, pick up a set of weights. We're gonna work our arms as well. Hold those weights down by your side. You're gonna inhale, get nice and low in a lunge. Back leg is nice and long, but not locked. You're gonna exhale, bicep curl. As you press through the heel and rise, this is your elevator lunge. You inhale, get low. Exhale, curl as you rise. I recommend low weights. We're gonna do a lot of arm reps as we do this. Always have the option to just make a fist. Wherever you are, I want everyone going nice and slow and with control. Imagine going back on a 4 count, slowly rising as you press through the heel on another 4 count. All right, ladies. All right, we're getting to our halfway point in this elevator lunge. We're gonna hold it nice and low in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to get nice and low and then hinge forward at the waist. Reach those arms out long behind you. We just lift and lift. It's a tiny lift. You have an isometric hold in that lower body. Press the weight through that front heel. Get nice and low. Breathe, just lift. We're gonna hold it low and go back to our full range of motion in 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly rise back up into that elevator lunge. You have about 20 seconds left in this lunge. Full range of motion. Keep going nice and slow. Nice and strong, Laura. All right, ladies, moving on. We're gonna hold that lunge nice and low. Arms down by your side in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to sink nice and low. Weight stay down by your side. Bend that back knee in until you have both knees a 90-degree angle. And from here, I want you to draw those palms up directly in front of those shoulders. We're gonna pull those arms in as we slowly straighten out that back leg and then push those weights away. Slowly pull in. Squeeze between the shoulder blades at the bottom and then reach it nice and long. This is modifying our super lunge that we do on the Megaformer machine. You guys all are looking great. Laura, your weights are awesome. I'm loving it. She's got, are those jars or cups? I like them. All right, keep going nice and slow. We're gonna hold that lunge. We're just gonna hold it nice and low. Make sure that bottom knee is directly underneath the hips. Sink nice and low and hold in 5, 4, 3, 2. Sink and hold it nice and low. Reach those arms long, shoulders right over those hips, shoulders out of the ears. We're gonna take a little tiny pulse down, just stop. Tiny pulse, and lower, and lower. It's just a tiny movement. Dropping that back knee, should feel that in the front of that thigh. Nice, Kim. Reach those arms nice and long. Moving on, we're gonna open out and turn to the side, keeping that foot still on the mat and the other foot still on that disc. You're gonna take maybe in your squat position, open up to the side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into your squat position. Bring those elbows to a bent position right in front of the shoulders. Sit those hips down and back. We have our skater, so sit nice and low first. You're gonna open up those arms as you send the leg out to the side, and then slowly squeeze it back in, staying low in your squat. Nice long spine, chest is open. You're staying low in your squat, sending that disc out to the side, feeling it in that outer hip of the leg that's on the mat. Going nice and slow. If you feel like you're going too slow, you're not going slow enough. Using the body, not the momentum. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got a couple guys here too. We're gonna hold it nice and low in that squat position, elbows front in 5, 4, 3, 2. Sink it nice and low. We just pulse it down, tiny lift down. Get lower, drop those hips further back. Drop it down. So keep that core tight to protect that back. Nice form. Breathe. Exhale down. Exhale down. We're gonna hold it low. Go back to our full range of motion. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Send that disc back out. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you open the arms. Draw those elbows back forward. Get even lower. All right. Finishing out legs on this side, we have a warrior. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw those weights down by your side. Take that foot on top of the disc. Turn the disc foot to the corner of the room. Engage that core, roll those shoulders down and back. You're gonna bend that disc knee as you open out to the side, and then squeeze it all back together using those inner thigh muscles. You might have to play around with your foot position on your disc. And then squeeze. I want you to feel this in those inner thighs, not your knees. Opening those arms out in a lateral raise. And then squeezing it all back together on an exhale. You're inhaling as you slowly open. Exhale as you slowly close. Stephanie Schwartz doing an awesome job. I see you. I miss you. All right, ladies, we're gonna hold that warrior in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to reach nice and long. Reach to the fingertips. Pull that belly button up and in. See if you can sink a little bit lower right here. We're gonna breathe and hold it a little longer. We're gonna go back to our full range of motion. 30 seconds left on this side. You've got 5. You've got 4. Draw it back in 3, 2. Slowly come back in, squeezing through those inner thighs. You have 20 seconds left right here in this warrior before we move right into the other side. Keep moving. All right, ladies, we're just gonna take it right into the other side. Opposite foot on the mat, opposite foot on your glider. In 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna go right back into that elevator lunge. So back toe on that glider, weight stay down. Turn the palms forward. This time we have side bicep curls. Inhale, get nice and low. Exhale, press through the heel as you rise. Making sure that front knee never goes in front of the toes. Keep it stacked right on top of the ankles. Yes, Terry. Yes, Linda. Really squeeze those biceps. We have our palms facing forward. Yes. Hi, Rachel. I love your new puppy. All right, ladies. Keep breathing through this, using the front of the leg to open the body up, using the back of the leg by pressing through the heel to slowly rise. We're going to hold it nice and low in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to reach it nice and long, hip hinge forward at the waist. We're going to take a kickback this time. It's a tiny bend and a long reach. Just squeezing through the back of the arms. Tiny bend, long reach. Reaching long through the crown of the head to get that spine nice and long. Pulling that belly button up and in. See if you can sink a little lower in your lunge. Breathe. We're going to hold low and go back to our full range of motion in 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly rise back up. Take that bicep curl at the top. You have about 20 seconds left right here when we go back to that 90-degree lunge. So make these last few nice and strong. Really push through that heel to activate that glute. All right, you're gonna hold it low. Meet me in that 90-degree lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2. Sink it nice and low. Bend that back knee. Drop that knee directly underneath the hip. Front knee right over the ankle. Push those arms forward. Palms go down. Wide row. Option is start to straighten out that back leg as you pull the row in. Squeeze between the shoulder blades as you draw those elbows out to the side. Make these nice and strong. This simulates the super lunge. So imagine as you pull in, you're using that to help balance and stabilize yourself. Really keep those elbows lifted at shoulder height. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Yes, Stephanie. All right, we're gonna hold it nice and low and take it to a pulse to finish in 5, 4, 3, hold it low, just pulse. Sink, sink, keep the weight in the front heel. Lower, get lower. You should feel this in the front of that back leg. Lower, sink lower. Open that chest, shoulders are right over those hips. Down, sink down. Breathe. Opening up to that side skater in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to open it out to the side. Meet me in your squat stance this time. Wrap those arms like you're hugging a giant tree. We're gonna open those arms as we send that disc out to the side and then slowly bring it back in. We're gonna open those arms, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep that spine nice and long. Keep that core engaged. I see you, Catherine, awesome. Really wrap those arms, round them out like you're hugging a giant tree. See if you can sink that seat a little bit lower. I want you to feel this burning in that outer thigh, the stationary leg. Keep sending that leg out to the side. We're gonna hold it low and pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2. Meet in that deep squat. Take it down an inch and up an inch. Just sink that seat down and back, down an inch and up an inch. Keep that chest open and that core nice and tight. That's gonna protect your back. Just take it lower and lower. See if you can sink lower and lower. Keep going. Megan, awesome, I can see you. Get lower. We're gonna take it back to our full range of motion in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back to that full range of motion. Yes. Taking it to that warrior final leg exercise in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to turn that disc foot to the corner of the room. Inhale, open out into your warrior. Pause at the bottom. Press through the heel as you use those inner thighs. You're gonna have to play around with your foot position a little bit to make sure you're using your inner thighs. I do not want anyone feeling this in your knees. Really control the weight as you lower those arms. Inhaling as you open out. Exhale as you squeeze those legs together. All right, we're gonna hold that warrior in 5, 4, 3, 2, reach and hold it long. Reach long through the fingertips. Sink lower into that leg. Breathe. Pull that belly button up and in. Really wrap that core, breathe. We're gonna go back to our full range of motion in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly go back to that full range of motion. I want you to feel this in those inner thighs for this last 30 seconds of legs, and then we move on. Really inhale, reach long. Exhale, press through that outside heel to squeeze everything together. We're gonna take it back down to the mat and those gliders. You're gonna meet me in a forearm plank with those forearms on the mat in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to meet me on the mat. We're gonna take it to a forearm plank. Options here. You can come down to those knees. You can stay on those toes. You can hold this plank, or you can take it to an army crawl. If you take it to that army crawl, make sure those hips don't wobble back and forth. Keep everything stable, using that core. Really nice, strong core. Breathe here. It's nice and slow as you crawl forward. 30 seconds in, only 30 seconds left. I lost most of you once you hit the floor. I'm seeing a lot of ceilings, but I know you guys are doing awesome. All right, we're gonna take a sideline position. It doesn't matter which side. I just want you to meet me with your hips and shoulders stacked on your side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take a sideline position. We're up on that forearm. Hips are stacked, knees are bent to a diagonal, toes are pointed. Top hand can be on top of the hip or reach long. We're gonna take a little oblique crunch. Just lift those toes and tap those toes to the mat. Lift those toes and tap those toes to the mat. Option to reach long with that top arm and take a tiny press down as you lift those toes. You're just squeezing through that side body. Squeezing through that side body. I want you to make sure you lift up and away from the mat. Lift up and out of that bottom shoulder. Squeezing through that side body. Making sure all of your core is engaged right here. Just lifting those toes. Reaching long through the fingertips. Remember to breathe. Exhale as you lift those toes. All right, we're gonna take a side plank right here. A few options to get into it. Lower those toes in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your top leg. You can bend that bottom leg, point the toe directly behind you, and lift up onto that knee. Option 1. Option 2, to straighten out that bottom leg, legs are staggered. Option 3, you stack those heels. Option 4, you float the top foot. Everybody's lifting up and away from your mat with that bottom side body. Nice and strong. Reaching through that top hand. Breathe. We're gonna hold here and then take a tiny lift up. Start that lift in 5, 4, 3, 2. Just take a tiny lift and lift. Exhale, lift and lift. Breathe here. Just lift and lift. Taking a final hold in the side plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. Just hold right here. Lift. Can you lift away from the mat a little stronger? You have 5. You have 4. We have a mermaid in 3, 2, 1. Come to a kneeling position. That same side that was on the mat, you're going to take that knee. You're going to point the opposite toe out to the side. I have a towel under my knee. You can double up your mat. You can ditch it all together. Elbows go out wide. Fingertips come back behind the head. You're just going to fold over to the side and then slowly resist it back up. Option to reach the top arm long. You're just going to go nice and slow, squeezing through both obliques, reaching up and over. Another option for those arms is to reach those arms to the corner. I want you to keep that top oblique loaded at all times, so don't ever come all the way straight. Your inhaling as you fold over, exhaling as you slowly, slowly rise, feeling that pinch in that side body. Breathe right here. We move on to our other side to make these last few nice and strong. We're just going to take it to a hold to finish in 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to reach both fingertips to the opposite corner. Get longer through the body. Breathe here. You're going to meet me on the side body on the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2. Take that kneeling position. Come onto that side body. Bend those knees, stack those hips, shoulder right over the elbow. You're going to lift those toes, option to reach the top arm long. It's just a little lift and then a tap. Squeezing through that oblique. Yes. I can see Catherine. I lost a lot of your head. Allison, I have no head for you, but that's okay. I see your hand. Oh, you guys are doing awesome. Squeezing through that side body, feeling that pinch in that oblique. You guys are already over halfway there. When we move on from here, we're taking that side plank. Squeeze, squeeze. All right, we're gonna meet me in that side plank. Give me a few more here. Side plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know the options. You can point the bottom leg behind you. Coming up on that knee. Reach that top arm long. Stack those hips. You can stack those feet. You can stagger those feet. You can float that top leg up. I just want you to lift that bottom oblique up and away from your mat. Reach the top arm long toward the ceiling. Yes. All right, we're going to start that little lift in 5, 4, 3. Take that little lift. It's a lift, a lift. Lifting that side body away from the mat. Tiny lift, lift, exhale, lift, and lift. Keep going, lift and lift. We're going to hold it all to finish in 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold it right here. Breathe. We take it to that mermaid in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower down. Take the opposite knee. Come to that kneeling position. Reach the opposite toe long. Fingertips come back behind the head. Elbows out wide. And you hinge. And slowly rise on the exhale. Option to reach the top arm long. Option to reach both arms to the opposite corner. Yes. Catherine added a little twist to hers. You can always do that twist at the bottom if you want. Breathe through this. You're inhaling as you fold, exhaling as you lift. We have one more exercise after this and we stretch it out. So keep going, make these last few moments nice and strong. We're gonna hold this, mermaid, in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. Reach and hold, reach those fingertips to the corner. Reach long through the toes, squeeze through that side body, pull that belly button up and in and breathe. Hold right here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and take that kneeling position. You're gonna meet me on your back, on your mat. Option if you've got a towel to fold it up. We're gonna finish out class with a handoff. So take the towel, if it's available, bring it between your toes. Fingertips reach to the ceiling. You're gonna take a little crunch up, grab the towel, lower the toes, lower the arms overhead. And then slowly come back together, switch it out, and then lower that towel. If this isn't great for your back, you have the option to sneak those palms underneath the booty. You have the option to take this one leg at a time. Stephanie's got a ball, that's perfect too. You're going slow and with control, inhaling as you open up your body. Exhaling as you bring it all back together with control. Keeping that lower back pressed into your mat. Keep those abdominals engaged. All right, 20 seconds left and we're gonna hug those knees and rock side to side. Make these last few really strong. See if you can open up that body a little longer. See if you can lower those toes almost to the floor. See if you can reach up higher to make that switch. You're gonna hug those knees and rock it side to side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees and rock it side to side. I am so amazingly proud of everybody who's working out, even though we are totally stuck inside right now. I'm gonna let everybody stretch on their own while we learn a little bit about immunity and some things Renee has to share with us.
Oh, Candice, you are amazing. Would everyone just huge round of applause? I'm gonna unmute you for 1 second because Candice, I want you to hear how amazing you are. Okay, Candice, do you mind unmuting yourself? I just want to ask you a quick question before we share just a few tips here while everyone's stretching. Let me see if I can unmute you. Oh, I did. Yeah. I got it. I got you.
You were trying to unmute. You were trying to unmute Violet.
You were amazing, and I can't believe. I mean, first of all, I'm not gonna be able to walk tomorrow, but the way you did that and just got so resourceful just shows the talent that you have. Can you just share with everybody how you're going to be able to keep doing this for them, hopefully?
We'll see. I have the setup. It just so happened to come right as we all became shut-ins. I don't love being on camera. I don't love being on display. So I really wish I had a model that I could say, do what this person's doing. But I'm going to figure this out. I've learned a lot by trying to put this together today. Thank you, Renee and Catherine, for being the catalyst for me to quit talking about doing this and actually do it. And thank you guys for bearing with me while I figured it out.
Well,
I love that I can see your faces. I see Holly and Stephanie and Carol and Anna right now. For whatever reason, I can only see 4 people at a time. So I've been like scrolling, but it's kind of nice because I can focus on 4 people at a time. Now I see Allison, Megan, Catherine, and me.
Well, you did amazing, amazing, amazing. And I just want to take a couple minutes for you guys to finish this wonderful event up. My dear friend, Megan Wise, who is a former nurse. Well, she is still a nurse, but she's going to share, we're going to share some immunity boosting tips because it's such a overwhelmingly, frightening time, but we want to give you guys some hope while you're at home, and you're doing a lot of the right things already. So just to introduce myself, my name is Renee Klein. I am an Arbonne independent consultant and regional vice president. And for the last 17 years, I've been with Arbonne and coaching people in just progressing. We're my whole philosophy is progress over perfection. And I believe we can get better as we age. So we just want to share a few tips that we have sourced from different places. I really respect Dr. Mark Hyman, who's a physician, author, and really believes that foods can heal you. Dr. Tanda Cook is a naturopathic physician and on Arbonne Scientific Advisory Board. So really respect her as well. And then Elemental Medium gives some great health and wellness resources. And I've cross-referenced those three sources, including what we have taught for many, many years. And these are the top 7 tips that I want to share with you guys. You're probably already doing a lot of them. And I also want to say, this is not about what products you use necessarily, but I am going to give some Arbonne options if you're looking for something that you don't currently have, because I believe that it is my job to just give people resources that they need. Number 1, hygiene. I know y'all are washing your hands. We know how to do that at this point, but I'm going to add something onto that. When you guys take a shower, if you just end the shower in a cool spray, which is called hydrotherapy, that really increases your circulation and detoxification in the body. And that really invigorates you and increases your immune system from functioning better. Our whole idea is to help your immune system function better. Number 2, we've already done this, movement and exercise, 30 to 45 minutes of mild to moderate movement a day. And you know, this is not the time to start training for a marathon if you've never run a 5K before. Keep doing what you're doing. Mild to moderate is key every day, because you don't want to over exercise and increase too much cortisol in the body, which suppresses your immune system. So this is so great. And I know Candice will be giving us more workouts. Number 3, a good sleep routine, 7 to 8 hours. Really important that you establish some really good habits. Putting your screens down an hour before bed, turning the TV off, focusing on meditation and mindfulness and relaxation. Megan's going to talk a little bit about what stress can do to the body. So really good sleep habits are key. Number 4, a good probiotic. Everywhere that I have read over the last month has talked about a probiotic. This is something we strongly believe in. 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So make sure you have a good probiotic. If you don't, Arbonne makes a great digestion plus. It's a probiotic, prebiotic, and digestive enzyme that you can throw in your smoothie. But if you're already doing that, keep doing what you're doing. That's super important. Eating a whole nutrient-dense diet. So sugar and fat creates a lot of acidity in your body, and toxins and disease thrive in that environment. So we want to get rid of the acidity and create a more alkaline environment by reducing sugar, reducing fat, and high fat, and just lots of fruits and vegetables, protein. If you guys are needing a good protein source and don't already have a smoothie that you love, I love ours. It's 20 grams of vegan protein. We also make tons of like really yummy protein bites with our smoothie mix. You know, just if you're needing a sweet treat but lower in sugar, Catherine can give you all of those recipes with so many great options. Also, we have these great little fit chews, little caramel chews that help with metabolism, just little sweet treat, but we want to reduce sugar. Other snack ideas, hard-boiled eggs, rice cake with almond butter. So you can make little egg tins, mini egg muffins, which are great. Number 6 out of 7, I'm almost there, vitamins. Make sure you get zinc and vitamin D3. We don't always get enough of that from the foods we eat. So if you have a good multivitamin, keep doing it. If not, we've got a great multivitamin boost that you can throw into the smoothie. And if you don't have access to as many greens right now, if you have a greens powder, do that. We've got a great greens balance. And then finally, drink plenty of fluids and stay hydrated. I actually spoke with a manager on my team who is in Chicago, and one of her clients, both she and her husband came down with COVID-19. And she said that because they were hydrating and had extra electrolytes from our complete hydration, she believes that it really kept him from having to go to the hospital, and they're recovering. So stay hydrated, lots and lots of water, drink half your body weight in water. And Megan, I'm gonna pass it on to you right now to finish up. And if you share a little bit about your background, and I thank you guys so much. And Candice, we love this.
Yes, thank you, Candice. That was a killer workout. And thank you, Renee. So my name is Megan Wise. I'm a VP with Arbonne. I am a nurse by training. So my background is in heart transplants. So patients who are immune compromised. and also infectious disease, and diagnosing those things such as COVID virus. So like Renee said, I think one of the biggest things, especially during this time, in addition to like if you work out too hard, you can increase cortisol levels, but stress alone can increase cortisol levels. Increased cortisol inhibits our white blood cells from doing what they need to do, which is to help clear up infections in our body. So I know it's a stressful time, but things you can do to help relieve stress would be really some of the tips that Renee just talked about, like moving your body, turning off your phone, getting some good rest, fueling your body with things that it can use versus things that harm it. Those are all great things to do. And then my other big tip is really just to take some time to move and to breathe. If you're someone who is coming from a traditional work environment and now you're sitting at a desk, right? We're hunched over, we're not taking as deep of breaths, right? We're collapsing our lungs. And so really making sure that, set your phone for one time an hour. Like when it goes off, have a drink of water, and then also do some deep breathing to really open up those lower lungs. So slow, deep inhales, almost to the point of making you want to cough, to really open up the lungs and keep things moving. And so actually the last exercise we did, that mermaid, that's a great way to create some good space there in our lungs. So really, like, we can only control what we can control, but health is really our greatest resource. And if we can keep ourselves healthy, we're going to be there for those that are going to need us as we navigate, through this crazy pandemic.
Thank you so much, Megan. I'm going to have a copy of this recording. And if anyone's interested in a family-friendly workout, we're doing a family frenzy at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Kids invited, dogs invited. It's going to be chaotic, but super fun. I thank you guys. Stay home, stay healthy, stay connected. And thank you so much for being with us. We hope you feel great and go have a good rest of your day.